So in 2015, I have prepared lot of variety of e-contents and variety of platforms to share my works. By the innovative method which I created using PowerPoint to my district and state and to NCERT. In the following slides, we shall see that. Apart from developing infrastructure in my school, many teachers from our school started to implement ICT effectively in our school. So my contribution is not only developing ICT infrastructure in our school, also guiding fellow teachers, colleagues to implement ICT in their classrooms. These are some visuals.
இங்கே சுற்று வட்டார இருக்கிற எல்லா ஸ்கூலையும் விட இங்கே எல்லா வசதிகளையும் நவீன முறையில் பயன்படுத்தி எல்லாமே பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. எங்களுக்கு அது ரொம்ப பெருமையா இருக்குது. மாங்குடி இந்த அரசு மேல்நிலைப் பள்ளியில
you can see the visuals how my school is located in a remote village. There is no proper transportation, no networks during that time. You can see this is the village Mangudi. But he implemented a lot of technologies in our school.
எல்லாருமே அன்னைக்கு கூலி வேலை பார்த்து தான் இது போயிட்டு இருக்காங்க. அப்படி இருக்கிற சூழ்நிலையில நம்ம பிள்ளைங்க இங்க படிச்சு ஒரு நல்லா வர்றதுக்கான நிறைய கோச்சிங்லாம் இங்க நல்லா கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்காங்க அரசு மேல்நிலைப் பள்ளி எங்க மாங்குடி ஸ்கூல்ல. அது ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம்.
Okay, my contributions to district. I always acted as one of the key resource person for any in-service trainings, especially ICT trainings in our district. Also, I am a regular resource person in SVC, Smart Virtual Classroom program conducted by our diet. I always be in work as a technical support for e-content production by our diet. These are all my contributions to my state. E-content development workshops, basic computer training, fast training, Arvind Gupta videos dubbing, video lesson script writing, Khan Academy videos translation, curriculum framework workshops, ICT Khan textbook writing, theme specific training, and high-tech lab training. These are my contributions to my state. These are some of the pictures I have attended various workshops. In 2017, I participated in curriculum framework for the new textbook writing. ICT corners were there in each textbook in our state. I contributed for that also. This is Kalvi TV. During pandemic period, our state inaugurated one official TV channel. I contributed for them also. In TNTP Diksha for 9th standard, I created more than 50 QR codes for both Tamil medium and English medium. This gave me a chance to contribute for NCERT also. During 2017 to 18, I have attended 3 e-content workshops held at NCERT New Delhi. I created videos for upper primary and secondary. These gave a lot of exposure to other ICT tools also. I also participated and contributed in ICT course curriculum workshop held at RIE Mysore. I created video tutorials also for ICT induction course for OpenShot software. I also attended a training held for state resource group member SRG training. I also attended in RE Mysore. I also coordinated with Rotary clubs for giving ICT training to teachers from various districts. In 2018, our government awarded me Dream Teacher Award, our state government award. I received during 2017-18 in recognition for my works in the field of ICT. in 2019, this was a very big year for me, another turning point in my career, because the state government and the central government funded each high school and higher secondary schools high-tech lab. This was the lab. During 2019, our school got high-tech lab. In the high-tech lab, we have server, 20 thin clients, 24/7 internet, webcam, IP phone, printers, projectors, UPS, everything. This helped me a lot in implementing ICT in another phase from 2019. I want to use this high-tech lab for cooperative and collaborative learning and to develop higher order thinking skills. During 2019, also we have pandemic period. We can't connect with our students. So I wanted to have Jio free education license for my school, because we all know how Google Classroom will help remotely to connect students. So I think the only government school in our state which is having Jio free education license. I got this license for my school. Then we had a Google Classroom, which helped me very much in the pandemic period to give them assignments and collect the assignments and grade them and returning to them. Each student will have mail IDs, each class will have class folders, and also for collaborative learning tools, we all know each student will have email IDs. Then only they can learn very effectively in a collaborative manner. So in Jio, I created Gmail IDs for every student. These are some of the mail IDs. This is Google Classroom folders. I will assign the work in the folder in each classroom. Students will submit. These are some of the assignments. Classroom folder, 10th standard classroom folder, their works. Now you can see there are some tools. What are the tools I have used to implement self-learning, investigation and experimentation in my high-tech lab? GeoGebra, Graphable Map, Ludamap. These are simulation. Students can interact with the software and self-learn, investigate and experimentation. This is Jambo. Student will work in Jambo. Google Drawings. Google Slides. Block Scale. This is very much useful for me to integrate block coding with mathematics and to develop higher order thinking skills. We all know Google SketchUp, a tool. For Jishu, it will be free for school children. They are creating models. This is GeoGebra augmented reality. They are modeling. Hence, I used high-tech lab very effectively for a collaborative learning, self-learning, investigation, and some experimentations. I also used high-tech lab very effectively for developing higher order thinking skills by integrating some tools like BlockSCAD, Power of Code, block coding with mathematics. I want to show one example for a Desmos activity which will create higher order thinking among the students. You can see this is a golf game, but I integrated to teach linear equation. They have to draw a straight line so that the ball should drop into the hole. So the students should find the slope of the straight line and also the y-intercept. Okay, we all know that slope is rise by run, therefore it is 1 by 4. Student will experiment like that. Now you can see a straight line is drawn between the ball and the hole. Like that, I translated all the Desmos activities into my regional language and I assigned them in Google Classroom. They will self-learn and experiment and know the concepts very well. Thus, I also developed higher order thinking skills. These are some of the activities which I translated in my regional language, Desmos activities. This is using Jamboard. Each group will be assigned one slide and other group will give feedback using sticky notes. These are certificates from my school for my students. Power of Code. This is SketchUp, Google SketchUp for schools, one activity. Next comes the important point, assessments. My assessment strategies are diagnostic assessment, formative assessment, summative assessment, rubric, and also portfolio. This video shows what are the tools I used for assessments. Thatquiz.org. Lot of pre-made quizzes available in this site for all concepts. We can create a classroom and assign tests for them. Also Desmos. This is very much useful for me. Students will join using a joining code and I will real time monitor their progress in the learning concepts. I will guide them in real time using Desmos. Very, very great tool. Lot of activities for important maths concepts. This is GeoGebra classroom. In the GeoGebra classroom, I will assign work for them. They will do. This is also for very much useful for real-time evaluation. Go formative, another important tool. Nearpod, all these tools ask the students to join using the joining code. Then every student will come into the screen. I will monitor them in real time so that I can help them in real time and guide them. Elastic, you can see how I am monitoring in real time. Assessment via rubric. These are the criteria. This is portfolio assessment using an app called CISA. So these are my evaluation tools and how I use in my classroom for real-time monitoring, and after the exam also I am having deep analysis using tools like Quizzes. This is one screenshot using Desmas. You can see all the students' name and their progress in real time. This is Google Classroom. This is Elastic. This is the another important activities, virtual manipulative activities. To develop higher order thinking skills and guided discovery, better understanding of mathematical concepts, learning by doing, playway method of learning, self-learning, self-evaluation, concretize abstract things, we need to use virtual manipulative activities. So I collected almost all the learning outcomes and their corresponding manipulative activities. I will show one document. You can see these are list of collections of various manipulative activities from various sites for various topics. I collected for upper grade, for upper primary classes. These are collections of virtual manipulative activities. I used very effectively in high-tech lab. And after 2019, I also regularly participated in various NCERT programs. This is one among them, RIE Ajmer. I presented one paper regarding difficulties in graphing quadratic functions and how to overcome this difficulty using ICT. I also conducted one webinar during pandemic time, how to create glass screen videos in the NCERT official website, YouTube channel. I also attended various courses, how to create Moodle courses, various courses from Diksha and Swayam portal. Also various programs conducted by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology like Responsible AI for Youth. This is a certificate for me and for my students. So in 2021, I got National ICT Award for the year 2019. 2 years later, I got the award. This is the picture. Okay. This is my journey. I want to show one feedback from our student.
I'm Amshilda, studying 9th standard in Government High Secondary School, Mangli. Our school became mature e-learning center due to effort of our headmisters and our teachers. ICT creates many amazing opportunities for teachers as well as students. Learning through ICT helps us to gain 21st century skills. We are very proud to be in this school. Thanks to the central and state government for providing these facilities in our school, and also our headmaster and teachers for implementing ICT effectively. Thank you.
For my various contributions to state, this is 100% result in 10th standard board exams. DESM NCRT certificate for contributing in creating e-contents. These are certificates from our states. So I want to conclude. This is my journey. How I developed my ICT skills and how I contributed to various our state, our school, our NCRT like that, and how I developed my professional growth using ICT, and how I involved my students in collaborative learning, self-learning, and self-evaluation. As a result of these works, I got National ICT Award. Thank you.
So thank you so much for sharing all these important details with our viewers regarding your journey, and I am pretty sure that your journey and inputs from your life has turned out to be very productive and beneficial for everyone watching our session out there. Here I would like to inform you that we still have around 15 minutes left in our conversation. So if there's something else you would like to add, then you may, or we might proceed towards some questions.
Okay. Many teachers, I started to use ICT because I inspired from others, like previous ICT awardees. I got many knowledge from them and got inspired and learned many tools, and also from my fellow teachers from other districts who regularly we met in various workshops. So those teachers who are going to start ICT from today, I want to say, please create interest first among within you to implement ICT in your classroom. Then only you can implement. If you are afraid, I don't know anything in ICT, I don't know technology, how to use, then you can't achieve anything. Also, it will not benefit your students also. So first develop interest within yourself. Then spend some times in learning. You learn many things from NCRT official YouTube itself. Go through all the journey of National ICT Awardees and also various webinar tools introduced by them. Pick the right tool according to your infrastructure in your school and according to your need. Don't try to learn all the softwares and try to implement every period ICT in your classrooms. So plan and integrate ICT in your classroom at the right time. No need to learn all the tools. So pick one or two tools is enough. Try to expertise in that tool, and you can implement ICT effectively in your classroom also. Because if you see how students will react when you implement ICT in your classroom, if you see the joy among the students, if you taste that joy, you never avoid to learn ICT and implement in your classrooms. This is the thing I want to convey to teachers who are till didn't implement ICT in your classrooms.
Sure, sir. Thank you for sharing this important piece of advice with all our viewers. Sir, we have few questions for you. So, if you allow me, could we
Okay.
take those?
Okay.
So, sir, in the first place, I would like to know what were some of the challenges that you might have faced during your journey of being the National ICT Awardee recipient? Because I believe that whenever we are trying to excel in something, there are certain hardships that we have to face. So, were there few or any anecdote, any experience you would like to share with our viewers?
Sure, ma'am. During 2010, 12, 13, 14, there was no proper internet, proper power backup, no technological ICT infrastructure in our schools those time. But this time, in our state, each and every high school and higher secondary school have high-tech lab, very well provided internet facility, thin clients, projectors, smart boards, power backups, everything. So it's in our hand. We the two teachers should take the responsibility and try to learn something and to implement them in the classroom. So we faced a lot of hurdles in earlier time. There was no webinars during that time. We can't learn from internet. So we also rely on YouTube like that. But also in our regional language, there was no tutorials like that. But nowadays there are a lot of resources, so there are not much hurdles as we face now today. So teachers can easily learn and implement them in their classroom.
So, sir, as you have been extensively using ICT in your classrooms, so I would like to know, has it increased the participation of students or the interaction between teachers and students in the classrooms more than ever? Because after COVID-19, we all know that after the unprecedented crisis that we have faced, we all shifted to the digital mode of education, and again it's going to the physical mode, but we cannot deny whatever we had during those 2 years. So, how has ICT played a major role, especially when it comes to the education for students?
Yes, Corona, even though gave very bad things to us, the only thing it gave one good thing to the teachers is to know the importance of ICT. Everyone will learn the importance of ICT only after the Corona period. Then only Zoom, Google Meet, everything emerged. We teachers also know the importance of how technology is very much important to connect the students remotely. So, uh, after Corona period, the situation is getting better. Lot of teachers are creating videos now. Lot of teaching, nearly 20 to 30% percent of the teachers are having YouTube channels. They are regularly updating videos. So the student did not rely on the subject teacher in their classroom itself. Now there are a lot of scopes for learning. Even if they absent one day for school, they can learn some other teachers from some other schools into YouTube. So the technology helped them in a lot of ways. Also, earlier, if we don't use ICT, students, as I told earlier, student will always have a negative mindset towards mathematics. But if we implement ICT in an effective manner in teaching, learning, and assessment, then the teacher and the student will come to you very closely, and the rapport between you and the students, those who use ICT will be much better than the teacher who didn't use ICT yet. So ICT is definitely helping the teacher and the student relationship. Also, how the student see the mathematics before ICT and after using ICT is remarkable.
Thank you for responding to that. And sir, I believe that students, most of like the initial years of their life, they do spend in schools for around 8 to 10 hours, depending on the difference in the timings for primary and secondary classes. So when you first started using ICT, what was the parents' reaction to that, and how did they take it? Was it easy, the introduction of ICT into the classrooms, or were they reluctant? And instead, I would like to ask you on what should is a right approach that should be from the side of parents.
Yes, ICT have two phase, one good phase and another one bad phase. Why I am telling this, if I send one online assessment assignment to the students through WhatsApp group in our school, the parents complaining that, sir, initially 5 to 10 minutes he is working or learning in mobile phone. After that, he goes to some other websites like gaming. He is diverting. So we can't always follow him when he has mobile phone. So the student must have self responsibility while using ICT. You should use ICT for creative purposes only, not destructive purposes. For gaming like that, you can learn many things in using mobile phone and the internet. But the bad thing is student also addicted to games also. So it is very difficult to handle them to use ICT only for learning purpose. So parents are very much concerned nowadays in this thing.
And sir, is ICT integration important for each and every subject, be it science, mathematics, not only computer science, but also teachers from other fields or other subjects that they have apart from computer science? Nowadays, we at least expect them to make videos or make our classrooms more interactive with the help of audios. So, what do you think ICT is important for each and every subject or division of education that we are seeing today?
Yes, definitely. Not only for computer science, ICT should be integrated in each and every subject. There are a lot of scope for teachers and also students. So we must take the responsibility. The state government and central government should already taking a lot of steps to integrate. So I insist that ICT should be integrated in each and every subject.
And so, while discussing about teachers, so there are a lot of upcoming teachers that we are having, and the major problem that some of them face is they might not be that techno savvy. They might not have that hands-on experience with technology. So, the first thing that comes to their mind is from where to start. What is the easiest way ahead, or from how to break that ice of not being a tech savvy teacher to the teacher of ICT generation today?
Yes, some teachers are, even though they are not tech savvy, they are trying something which they are find easily. But some teachers have a mindset that this won't work in regular classrooms. Students can't get good marks if you use ICT. It's a waste of time. So they will enter into the class and take textbook and teach the lessons and exam papers correction, how to get good marks. They think like that only. So there are two set of teachers. One is trying. The another people is don't like ICT. They think it's waste of time. So teachers should come out of this mindset. They should try to learn because this will be not only benefit for you but also for the students. You are come in front of the students for getting ICT in learning and teaching process. Between ICT and students, you should not come. You should guide them and you should integrate ICT in their teaching learning process.
Another thing, sir, that comes into our mind when we talk about technology is now should we make each and everything readily available for the students? and give them as it is, so that they can watch the videos, they can see the audios and they can understand? Or should we let the students to actually think on it, and actually giving them a chance or an opportunity to create something of their own with the help of ICT integration and technology?
You are asking for the teachers?
I am asking particularly for the students, the kind of pedagogy that a teacher should follow.
The teacher only should decide whether which one to choose. Whether if the teacher is very good in creating new contents, then they can create. Otherwise, the initial step is go and find the suitable resources for the students and give it to them. You can translate into your regional language, something like that. You can edit the original resource slightly and adapt to your classroom. The final stage is you can create new contents and you can share with them, with your students.
Sure, sir. And I believe that this is going to really help all the teachers, students and parents watching our sessions out there. And as we are moving towards the culmination of our program, the journey of National ICT Awardee Teacher. So, sir, I would request you to give a piece of advice or the concluding remarks to all the viewers watching you out there.
Okay, I am very much thankful to CIT NCRT for giving me this wonderful opportunity, particularly for Bevra sir and Angel ma'am and everyone in behind this wonderful program. I think at least one teacher will inspire from this work and try to integrate ICT in your classroom. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
And sir, we wish you all the best as well. Thank you so much for connecting with us and guiding the path of our viewers by sharing the valuable insights and the precious information from your journey. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to all the viewers who have connected with NCRT for this particular live interactive session. So viewers, before wrapping up this conversation, I would like to thank all of you with an important message or a piece of information regarding G20. We are proud that India assumed the G20 presidency and will convene the G20 Leaders Summit for the first time in the country in this year, that's 2023. The nation is deeply committed to democracy and multilateralism. India's G20 presidency would be a watershed moment in her history, as it seeks to play a very important role by finding pragmatic global solutions for the well-being of everyone, and in doing so, manifest or live up to the true spirit of Vasudev Kutumbakam, or the world is one family. So viewers, it's time to wrap up this particular program where we discuss the journey of National ICT Awardee Teacher from Tamil Nadu. But viewers, stay connected with us, because next up we have our session of Sahyog, where we try to provide guidance for mental well-being and psychosocial support to all the students and viewers watching our sessions out there. So keep watching eVidya channels and take very good care of yourself, and we'll be right back within few minutes with another session, that is Sahyog. Namaskar.